Hey, it's Travis Oscar Mike Radio. We are live in Hudson, Massachusetts, Hudson, Mass, at AmVets Post 208. Getting it done today. They are getting it done. This is to support their Home Loan 2024 project, where for 35 years now, that's right, 35 years, they have been making meals for Thanksgiving and Christmas, but this is Thanksgiving week, and they will make over 500 meals going out to places as far as Framingham and local for first responders, other nonprofit agencies, and families in need. My name is Travis Partington, Marine Corps veteran, and your host of Oscar Mike Radio, and I am truly Oscar Mike Mission Flight here in Hudson today. So we do a little housekeeping. We're going to be online for 2 hours, so we are getting it done. I'm going to do a little housekeeping first, and then we will fire this up. Phone's going off. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We're going to have people come up for the next 2 hours. We're going to have some things going on. But let me talk about this. And by the way, thank you, AmVets Post 208, for this cool T-shirt. I really like it. And you can look, and I'll show the camera angle here in a minute, where you can see other people in the post having their AmVets 208 shirts on. So this is really cool. Hey, so how did this happen? Why am I here? And what are we doing? Well, first of all, Anthony Arnold of BB Hub and Hoobazoo, who, when you go to OscarMikeRadio.com, he is, responsible for that website. He's done other websites for friends and other businesses that I know. Asked me to come out today and support what the AmVets Post 208 is doing. And what are they doing? They get together, and they've been at it since early this morning until now. They're going to have another round of activity going on, and they prepare meals for people in need for Thanksgiving. And I had, if you look in the previous post, I had one of the turkey legs they make. Yay! That was good. I mean, better than. And so they've been doing this for 35 years. That's right, 35 years of advocating in this way. And I am so happy to be here. So how did I get here? Anthony hits me up and says, hey, we're having our final push for Thanksgiving meals today. We're going to have a bunch of people at the AmVets Post. Why don't you come on down and, say hello and set up, and we'll feed you. We'll give you some water. Got my water right here. And, we'll do this. So, and speaking of water, I need some right now. Hydrate or die. Jeremy Daniels, thank you. Amber Ortiz. Amber Dietz, thank you very much for checking in today. We're here for 2 hours, so come and go. I know football games are on. I know a lot of people are getting ready for Thanksgiving this week, and it's going to be a very busy week, and things have been Oscar Mike here. So I get here in Hellfish Haven. Michael Geary, a.k.a. 40 Mike, checking in. Thank you very, very much. And so why come here? Why do this? What's the reason? And I keep telling people, hey, your local VFW, your local American Legion, and your local AmVets Post does and continues to do amazing things in the community. Now, who and what are the AmVets? The VFW is for Veterans of Foreign Wars. That's what it stands for. And you had to have either served or been in combat in a foreign place to qualify for the VFW. And there's a lot of us who serve. I'm one of them who never deployed overseas, never went overseas. I am not eligible to join. It just is what it is. It's the way it is. And then you have the American Legion, and the American Legion is for those who serve our country with an honorable discharge, and they get to come into the American Legion. And I am a member of the American Legion. I'm also a member of the Disabled American Veterans, and I'm a lifetime member of the Marine Corps League. So who and what are the AmVets? The AmVets are for veterans foreign and domestic. So that means regardless if you served overseas, served here in the United States, you're eligible to join. And also, it's one of the other orgs where civilians are able to join as full members. Hence, I'm AM as an American and vets as in veterans overall. Michael Gary says wartime. Yeah, there's football on, so it's getting to be wartime. Or are we talking about wartime is in regards to the VFW American Legion? Clarify that for me before you mic. So if you're a civilian wanting to join and be involved with a veteran service organization, the AmVets is a pretty good one. And the AmVets is not as big as some of them, but the AmVets boasts almost 300,000 members nationwide, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. So the post here in Hudson was first founded in 1967. And, people are walking in. I'm gonna turn around here in a second, but they've been in the Hudson area since 1967. They have done several things for the community, fishing tourneys, parades, other things. But this is like their Super Bowl, where they get together the whole post and they come in for the weekend before Thanksgiving, and they start preparing not a couple, not a dozen, not a score, but hundreds of meals, as in like 400, 500 plus meals. They will prepare over 500 meals that will feed families and then get these meals delivered to this area of Massachusetts. That is amazing. That is truly like next level stuff. It can't be any better than that. Let me turn myself down here there we go. I'll make sure you can hear me, but I'm not blowing you out. And so just happy to be here, happy to do this. And this is also one of those themes where I want to tell you, hey, we have a lot of civilians in our communities who want to advocate for veterans. Anthony Arnold is a veteran, is not a veteran. He had family who served in the military. And so he got involved with this post to help them out and, make sure that, he could volunteer. So a lot of the social media you see, the new website, other things to bring awareness to what the mission of AmVets Post 28 is done by Anthony Arnold, and he is a civilian. So let me talk about this for a second, because a lot of civilians ask me, hey, what can I do to advocate for veterans? I didn't serve. My grandfather may have, my uncle may have, or my son or daughter may be serving now, and I want to help and give back. How can I do that? It can be as simple as joining an AmVets or being a Legion or VFW auxiliary and coming down and helping to prepare meals at a time like this. Or just coming down and ordering some wings on a Sunday. Let me tell you what, they got wings. I had some, and they were good. So they have a Sunday Fun Day wing special right now. You can get 6 for $8 or 12 for $14. So to me, if you're going to get 6, you might as well get a dozen and save yourself some money. And they have flavors, dry rub with garlic, salt, and pepper. I had the salt and pepper wings. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Buffalo, hot or mild. Geary, hey, as in 40 Michael Geary. Buffalo and hot peppers, and then barbecue, sweet chili, Vermont teriyaki, and lemon pepper. So you can come down and get those right now. They will do that for you right now, and it's all good and it's all great. So again, hey, I'm Travis Oscar Mike Radio going into the end of 2024, and I'm already off to a hot 2025, loving life. And while we're sitting here, I'm going to recap my year because it's just been an amazing time. I'm going to start with just the number of people who have amazing stories to tell is simply, I can't say it enough. Everybody has a story, and I am just pleased to be able to tell that story in a meaningful way. Whether you serve or not, if you have something to do with veterans and you served our country, I want to hear from you. And I'm amazed again, kind of like, last year was a year where I'm like, you know what, Travis, you really don't know, much about anything. That was the theme for 2023. 2024 has been the year of relationships, where people who've made relationships over their lifetime or with a person in need or a person who can advocate for them is really, really an amazing thing. It really is. And so seeing this happen this way has just been like, wow. People I've met 10, 15 years ago are still involved with what they're doing and able to help me out. But also there's new relationships. I'm going to turn the camera around just for a minute so you can see the post in action. So forgive the shakiness. You see those people right there? They are getting turkey ready to go. I mean, ready to go. They are truly Oscar Mike mission of flight. I'm going to turn us back around. Let me see if I can do this. Almost there, almost there. All right, it's almost like I know what I'm doing. So I think next year, going into year 9, is going to be the year of the civilian. I'm calling it right now, where I am having to face the fact and accept and welcome. It's not like this is a bad thing. I welcome the fact that, we have civilians at all levels, whether it's, doing a bake sale, serving in a nonprofit board, making their place of employment, their business welcoming to veterans, or coming down on a day like today when you could be at home, you could be out shopping for Christmas, you could be doing any number of things, but you're here preparing turkey for people in need. I think the next phase of veterans advocacy really is going to count on and needs to welcome these civilians who are helping us veterans out. We got to do that. So hang on a second. I need to hydrate or die. Very nice. It's been interesting. A couple of stories I'm going to go into now while we're just sitting here talking before my first guest comes up here today. It really started with me with Dr. Pam Arnell, 22-0. And TMA, who served our country, reaches out to me and says, hey, I met Dr. Arnell with 22-0. I want to tell you about her. And Dr. Arnell did not serve our country, but the cost of serving our country, she's had to bear in a very close and personal way, right? So talking with her, getting to know what her story was and what she has lost and the suffering she's had to endure. it has been really amazing to see how she has gone out and made advocating for civilians really a part of her daily life. And then I got another reminder when I talked to Susan Cleland from Mission Vigilant for the 22. And I read her book. And, what an amazing book by an amazing woman who, again, experienced the cost of service in a very real and personal way and took that loss and took that pain and made it to where, hey, I can take my loss and I can use that loss to fuel help for other people. It's just, again, it really brought it home what's going on here. I'm in a post today, and Anthony Arnold never served in the military, but his family did. And, I know Anthony, and I'm going to brag about him for a little bit, has given his talents to support veterans charities. Thank you, Anthony, for your support of I Got Your 6'2" Lives at Once. Thank you for support of Oscar Mike Radio over all this time and making it better over time. Again, another example of a civilian with no real skin in the game. Yes, he had family that served, but didn't serve himself and has figured out ways he can use what he has to help us out. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Amber Smith, Kristen Chisholm, and Susan Clancy. All of them are not veterans, but support our military, support what we're doing, support me, and make this happen for our veterans and active duty service members. So I think for my theme for 2025 will be, civilians truly are the next phase of veterans advocacy. Not that they're not now, but I think it needs to be more, hey, I have this group of civilians around me supporting what I'm doing, or I needed something, I told a civilian, they contacted the right people and I got help. And we don't talk about that enough. So I think that's going to be my issue, my thing I want to bring forward to 2025. Erica Geary, how are you doing? Good to see you. Great for being here this afternoon. If you're on the chat, say hello. If you're not on the chat, if you're in the Hudson area, they want me to tell you that there's a Sunday Fun Day wine special. You can get 6 small wings, small order of wings for $8. That's 6 wings, and a large for $14. So to me, if you're going to get 6, you might as well get 12 and save yourself some money. They got all kinds of flavors: dry rub, buffalo, Gary, barbecue, sweet chili, Vermont, teriyaki, and lemon pepper. I might have to get an order of lemon pepper wings to go. Hint, hint, Anthony Arnold. And Anthony's sitting in the audience right now. I'm going to swing the camera around, see if I can do 2 things at one time. Now look at those people right there. Those savages are out there getting this turkey ready for people in need. I love it. I love it. They are working that turkey tray as if their life depends on it. And then over here, we got the other crew kind of getting recharged, ready to go for the second round. So we are truly Oscar Mike mission in flight. Love it. I love it. Can't get enough. So Exquisite Tabletop says, Oscar Mike, thanks for supporting our efforts at Post 28. Come on down. That is right. If you are in the Hudson area right now and you are not here, you're wrong. You're just wrong. You can help get turkey dinners ready for people in need. You can support your local AmVets post, and you can get some great wings. Let me tell you what, if you watched the reel before I went live, you saw that there was a turkey leg there. There was a physical turkey leg there, and it was gone. Turkey leg there, and then gone. Okay? That's because they said, hey, you know what? Talk is cheap, Travis. We want to show you what we've made and what 35 years, that's right, 35 years of experience doing this will get you. I'm like, you know what? Challenge accepted. Let me have a turkey leg. My favorite part of the turkey. So I like turkey leg and then the neck and the gizzards. I love it. With a little Tabasco sauce and mustard, just right. So they got me a turkey leg, and they said, our challenge is to see if we passed your test. It was a hard duty. I had to reach deep inside of myself and summon the energy, but I rose to the occasion and tried the turkey leg. So turkey leg there, and then about 5 minutes later, the turkey leg was gone. Well, let me tell you what, the meat fell off the drumstick, and it was succulent with juices that just, covered my tongue with, gastrointestinal fantasticness. I couldn't get enough. I might have to get me like another turkey leg to go. It was just that great. So these people, after 35 years, have their processes and procedures dialed in. They know what they are doing. I would challenge them saying, hey guys, you can get like cooking lessons for how to do turkey or make your own cookbook, because I am there. Because I've had turkey legs that have been dry and like, rubberized concrete and just all in all out bad. But this was good. The leg was there and then it was gone. That's how good it was. I mean, there's nothing but bones and cartilage left when I was done with it. So AmVets Post 208, challenge accepted, challenge achieved, challenge overcome. You all passed. You truly are Oscar Mike mission in flight. So going back to my show, I've been doing it for over 8 years now. Let's talk about the origin of OMR and how it got started, and then how we're here right now. Because I can tell you 8, 9, 10 years ago, if you told me, hey, you'll be sitting in a post an hour away from home, live streaming, talking about what you're doing and what's going on, I would have told you, no way, you're out of your mind. I do love this shirt. The shirt's fire. Thank you very much for this cool AmVets Post shirt I'm wearing right now, rocking it. And it's really cool to see the other Post 208 people with their shirts on and their nicknames. So Anthony Arnold has a cool nickname. I'm going to have to ask him how he got that one. But it has been a fantastic year for OMR. So let's go back 8, 9 years ago. And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to figure out what's going on in my life. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of bad stuff going on. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. And I'm like, I don't have the looks for sure. Maybe I can do radio, because I always liked radio growing up. I always liked it. I always enjoyed the aspect of radio. My first part-time job was working for 98 Rocks in Shreveport, Louisiana, asking Southern dudes and dudettes, hey, if you like country music, have you heard rock and roll? You can guess how that went. But hey, I'm a metalhead. I love rock and roll. Everything metal, everything rock and roll. I love it. So it didn't matter. I was in heaven. I was working for a real bona fide radio station. So fast forward to 2016, I'm trying to figure out what to do, going through some ups and downs in life. And I'm like, I'll start a podcast. I'll start a show. And I go to Massasoit Community College in Brockton, Massachusetts, the city of champions, Brockton, on a very cold and rainy day in April of 2016. And there's this guy named Keith Hayes, and he's talking about podcasting. And I'm like, dude, I can do podcasting. I don't have to show my face. It's kind of ironic I'm showing it now. And I can talk about veterans issues and stuff. And I think it'll be something that'll be really good for me. I'll give it a try. I pitched the idea right there to Keith. He's like, it'll work. It might work. So he connected me to, Anthony, aka Tony Arnold. And we got the stuff going for Hoobazoo, because I introduce every show. You can find out more on Hoobazoo.com. And got connected with the Hoobazoo family. And in July of 2016, I launched my first show of Oscar Mike Radio, and it stunk badly. I go back and listen every now and then. I'm like, wow, I just want to purge that from the internet, but that's impossible at this point. And started this podcasting thing where I would talk about veterans issues, topics, questions, things that interested me, a little history, a little bit of everything. And as time went on, I stuck with it. I started getting to enjoy it more and more. and would do these little streams, these little live streams, and I really enjoyed it because most of the time when I podcast, it's a very prepared thing. I have my beginning, middle, end, my transitions, all that stuff. Whereas live streaming is just like, hey, I'm here right now. There's no script. There's no like hard points. I'm just supposed to cover this stuff. I do have my talking points, but how I talk about them is completely up to me. So as time went on, I started doing this more and more. I went to Tennessee and did some streaming stuff out there. And I really enjoyed this aspect of meeting other veterans, meeting other people who support veterans, and talking about their experiences doing this. And I got some purpose, I got some motivation, and just kept doing it. So fast forward to, a couple of years ago, I started noticing I really started getting, my name out there. The VA profiled me multiple times in my show and what I did. I got picked up by Reese Across America Radio, Military Broadcast Radio, and a couple others. And podcasting opened up other things. Like this year, I got to do a speech for the city of Brockton around Purple Heart Day. Leader Bank asked me to come and do a talk around Veterans Day for what they're doing. I support Abington Veterans Services, Adam Gunn, by being on the Veterans Advisory Council and supporting other media stuff he did. If you go to the Abington Veterans Services page, you will see a video I did with the Grinch and the Daughters of America Revolution. And this is the amazing thing that you have civilians like Jill, who never served, that wants to raise money and buy gifts for veterans in need in the Abington area. So as to say, I just started off doing this simple little podcast thing, and over time it's become like this big thing. So about a month ago, Tony hits me up and says, hey, November 22nd, 23rd, we're going to have this thing at the AmVets Post 208. If you're not doing anything, come on down and check it out and, give a little awareness to what the Post is doing. I'm like, well, tell me what they're doing, dude. Give me the deets. And he's like, for 35 years, they have been making Thanksgiving meals for people in the Hudson area, and now it's just gotten bigger and bigger every year. And I'm like, get out, dude. 35 years? I mean, the average marriage in this country is like 6.8 months, and it's done. So, to do something with volunteers for this long in this area and have that kind of impact, I was in. I had to find out more. And so I got my stuff ready and, figured out what I was going to do and came out. And first of all, thank you very much, AmVets Post 208, for rolling out the welcome carpet. I'm not talking about other things, but I've done other things where I show up and say, hey, I'm really thirsty. I need some water. Well, water's $2 a bottle. I'm like, okay, I just drove, 500 miles. All right, here's my card. No, there's the ATM over there. Okay, all right. But here I had the table set up, the little area. They got me this shirt, which is fire. And then they posted the challenge of the turkey leg. Yay. And they're like, hey, you got to meet here in 2 weeks. You're trying to, get to the high level. We're going to give you some chicken wings too. And again, today is Sunday Fun Day Wang Special, and I call them wangs because these things were fire. A small for $8, a large, which is $12 for $14. If you're going to buy a small, you might as well get a large and save yourself some money. Different flavors for you. Come on down. They're nice, hot, and fresh, and tasty. I did the salt and pepper ones. I might have to get the lemon pepper to go. And Kenneth McKinnon says he hears Joe. 45 birds. So AmVets Post 208 is telling me that they've cooked 45 turkeys, 4-5 in 24 hours. There's some people that are doing good to get one turkey done in 8 hours. These people did 45 in 24. And again, they're like, we want to make sure that our turkey is good. Will you test one turkey legs? And the test passed. We had a wing, and the wing was gone. Not wing, turkey leg, drumstick was there on my plate, and then it was gone, down to the bone. Perfect. The meat was falling off the bone. It was juicy. It was great. These people are doing a great thing. So I'm having a blast. And so I'm going to look at my notes here, just make sure I don't miss anything. 500 meals delivered. Process is streamlined, and they're getting the word out. They'll have 20 drivers go through and deliver these meals as far away as Framingham to, right by Hudson. And when you think about all the stuff you have to do for Thanksgiving week, for your own personal family, these people are giving up their time. They're having to work, do school, and the kids don't want to go to school next week. I know. I had 3 of them go through school, and Thanksgiving week was hard because, they're in school Monday, they're in school Tuesday, they're in school Wednesday. They don't want to be there, so you got to get them to school. If you're a hockey parent, and I always loved this. Thanksgiving night, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, there's a 7 o'clock hockey practice that you have to go to. Yay. You're trying to make sure you got your stuffing right, and I'm trying to make sure I got my pecan pie game down, and you got to go and manage all that and go to a hockey game. But these people have come with all that stuff going on, everything going on, temperature dropping, so on and so forth. Come down to this post 208 and do 45 turkeys in 24 hours, cooked, done, prepped. I salute you all. We got Suzanne Conrad checking in saying hi, everyone. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you so much for checking in here. I am Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. We're Oscar Mike Mission of Flight here at AmVets Post 208 in Hudson, Mass. I'm having a great time. My protein load is great because I had a turkey leg and 14 turkey wings. Not 14. I had 12. I'd like 14 more. I could eat 14 more, no problem. My coach would be pretty happy because I'm getting my protein load in. But hey, I'm having a great time. I want to thank you all for checking this out. Erica Geary says, hi, Sue. Denise Souden, I hope I got that right, sorry, says, you guys rock this. They are rocking it. They are getting it done. No problem there. So, why is this stuff important? The chat's popping. The views are popping. Thank you very much. Hey, like, share, and subscribe this. Thank you for the water. You have to keep the pipes nice and oiled up, ready to go. How are you doing, sir? Thank you very much. If you're a Pats fan, they're playing right now. They're playing the Dolphins in Miami. I think this year we found out who the real Pats fans are. I'm not a Pats fan, but it's been interesting seeing who the real Pats fans are versus the, fair weather fans. And if you're a real Pats fan, I got to give it to you. It's been a hard year, hard year. So again, why is this important? Why is it important to come down here when I could be doing other things or just chilling myself and cover this event? Well, it's important because without organizations like AmVets in the community, helping the community, there's going to be a void. Imagine if the AmVets weren't here. And, times are hard right now, and money does not go as far as it used to. And you needed a Thanksgiving meal, and you just didn't have the means to do it. Who would serve that need? with over 500 meals being prepared, the need's there, and the AmVets are filling that need. This is the thing when other veterans are like, oh, I don't want to join the AmVets, I don't want to join the DAV, or I don't want to do any of that, I just don't want to do it. Well, this is why you should. There's other veterans in the crowd right now who are, taking time out of their day to help someone else. Why can't we do that? Why can't we help them out? And if this post were ever to close down, what would happen there? And here's the other thing. If you look in this country, posts like this are closing down because the World War II veterans are dying off. The Korean War veterans are not very far behind. The Vietnam era veterans are like 72 to 80 years old. And they're like, guys, we need some younger guys in here. And I've gone to a couple of these events myself, and it's something else to see that I'm the youngest guy there, and that's not a good thing. And I think the posts are trying to make their posts more family friendly, so young families with young kids and people out of the military who are in their 20s and 30s can come down and have a good time. But you got to come down, you got to participate in order to be a part of something after you serve. Let's see here. Jack arrived out of home fries. Wait a minute. Who's out of home fries? We got to have home fries. Have to have home fries. Hey, can someone from AmVets Post 2A tell me what's for dessert? We can't forget dessert when it comes to Thanksgiving. Is it pie? Is it cake? Is it pumpkin pie? What's dessert look like? That's to me is a real test, because not all pumpkin pie is created equal. Just curious, if someone can tell me in the chat, that would be fantastic. And what is fantastic is I'm here in Hudson, Mass, AmVets Post 208, right in downtown Hudson, beautiful area, and they have are doing right now, they've done 45 turkeys in the last 24 hours, 45. They're going to deliver over, Thanksgiving morning. They're going to get here at 4 a.m. to start delivering these meals out to families and organizations in need. And they're going to do this. So I'm excited to be here. Again, I just want to thank Anthony Arnold from BB Hub Hubazoo. Hubazoo kind of does the Oscar Mike Radio website that you see. If you go to OscarMikeRadio.com, you see that. And he serves on the board here, and he's doing some other things to help out a civilian. And I want to tell all the civilians out there, if you don't think that you'll fit in and you'll have purpose, you're wrong. There is need for your skills, expertise, and just your two hands to help everybody out. So again, my name is Travis Parrington. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, host of Oscar Mike Radio, and we are Oscar Mike Mission in Flight. I got asked the other day, what's the mission in flight thing, Travis? What does that mean? Well, mission in flight is a takeoff of missile in flight. I was a Hawk operator in the Marine Corps, and Hawk is an air defense system. Hawk stands for Homing All the Way Killer. It's made by Raytheon. It's a missile about as long as the average car, weighs about 1,500 pounds. And when it goes off the rails, we say in Hawk, it's already broken the sound barrier. It can exceed Mach 2.5. So when it wants to get something, it gets it. So when you're in the radar console in the control band, and I'm on my radar getting ready to tell the lieutenant to go ahead and fire this thing, he'll hit the fire button, and I'll see the radar let the missile go lock through launch, and then the missile's away, I'll go missile in flight. Bravo's time, we got the target, clear to fire. The lieutenant says, I'm firing the missile. I can see the radar, allow the missile through the lock through launch, literally. And then I'll say missile in flight. And that missile is going at Mach 2, Mach 1, Mach 2 towards the target. And then it kind of explodes like a shotgun shell. We take the bad guys down. And it's really interesting because Hawk is being used in Ukraine right now. It kind of brought a tear to my eye seeing my old system there. I'm like, I did that. And it was really cool in the Marine Corps when I first saw the missile get shot live. I was there. So very, very cool to see that. So when I'm at the end of my show, I go Oscar Mike, because Oscar Mike Radio, and Oscar Mike means the military is like we're on the move. Hey, platoon, we're Oscar Mike, which means we're moving, we're going, we're getting it done. And mission of flight is we're on the move, we're mission of flight. The mission is, we're going to execute the mission. That's why I do it. We're 45 minutes into this thing. Time is flying. Nope, all good. I'm gonna come up here and say hello. No, he doesn't. I can get him to do all kinds of stuff, ladies and gentlemen, but Anthony Arnold is a international man of mystery. And I'm supposed to tell you, again, breaking, extra, read all about it, hear all about it. Sunday Fun Day wine special down here at AmVets Post 208. You can get 6 for $8 and 12 for $14. And I'm like, look, people. If you're going to get 6, you must get 14. You're going to get 6, you must get 12 for $14. I know I would. And I had the salt and pepper ones. Fire, absolute fire. I might get myself an order of lemon pepper ones for tonight and really get a good protein stack, because I'm lifting in 2 weeks. And they were good. So again, Post 208 in Hudson got its start in 1967. Wow. And it's still here. Very open, very cool little post. I took some pictures of some of the inside stuff, the accommodations, and the post history. And it's kind of like when you're in this part of Massachusetts, you get a little slice of Americana. I'm feeling my inner Norman Rockwell, if you will. Love it. And again, they have a crew coming in later today and early this morning, and they were preparing 45 turkeys. They're going to turn 45 turkeys into, 500 plus meals. And, you saw me turn around earlier. They had a crew here, prepping turkey for dinners. It's something else. And they've been doing this for 35 years. So again, it's Home Alone. They call it Project Home Alone. And this year is 2024. They're going to have over 500 meals going out to first responders, other kinds of nonprofit service organizations, and families in need. You have civilians and veterans working together here in the AmVets Post, and it's just been amazing. So, you drink again. I can hear myself talking. I'm joking. They have a Bluetooth speaker at the front playing this over the speaker, so it's really kind of cool. And again, thank you, AmVets Post 208, for rolling out the welcome carpet. I had my table. I had the light. I have, my step and repeat behind me. It's like they treat me like a celebrity. Not that I am, but I felt like a celebrity. I want to say thank you very much. And for those of you who missed it earlier, they wanted to make sure that the turkey met my expectations. And so they gave me a turkey leg to try and to make sure that they passed the test. And let me tell you what, folks, A++. We had a drumstick, and then the drumstick disappeared, and I feel amazing. It was perfect, because you go to some of these things, you can tell the meat's been sitting out there for too long, or they overcooked it, or worse, they undercooked it, which is just bad. But this thing was right, absolutely 100% correct. The skin was, just crispy enough. The meat melted in my mouth, and within minutes, I had it devoured. It was, in a word, ladies and gentlemen, divine. The meat was divine. So I am curious about dessert, though, folks. Now, they passed the turkey test, but what do they have for dessert? I mean, that's very important now. Now, in Illinois and Louisiana, Illinois had the pumpkin pie. In Louisiana, you had the pecan pie. Out in Arizona, it was just kind of like whatever, you know. If you wanted cake, you'd have cake. If you wanted, you know, ice cream, because it's Arizona, Yuma, you know, Thanksgiving is still like 85, 90 degrees in November in some cases, because Yuma is the hottest place in the United States besides Death Valley. So, you know, you could have ice cream, and that's completely acceptable. But, you know, I do wonder if someone can tell me in the chat what their dessert game is like, or if they even do it. And if you don't do it, that's fine. I understand. It's another variable. But if you do it, I'm very curious about dessert. But the turkey passed the test. I'm telling you, the turkey passed the test. No problem. It was great. And the wings are good too. So they've been doing this for 35 years. You know, all kinds of people have come through. And I think one of the things I enjoyed was having Tony introduce me to some of the veterans who, you know, are members here, who served and turned over the younger crew of veterans and kept the tradition going. And it's really cool because, like I said again, you know, if the average marriage in America will last about 6.8 years, and they've been doing this for 35 years, you've got a special group of people here in Hudson, Massachusetts on Thanksgiving week. So going back to Oscar Mike Radio for a little bit, I was on C-SPAN for Veterans Day, and I was on C-SPAN for Memorial Day. And it was really, really one of those, again, if you had told me 8 years ago that C-SPAN would be calling me up or emailing me saying, hey, we want to have you on C-SPAN, the Washington Journal, to talk about veteran stuff, I'd have laughed at you. Like, I was doing good to put together 2 words. Like 8 years ago, I would not, there's no way I could be doing this like this, live, impromptu, improv. You know, I got my script here. I'm hitting all my talking points for sure. I got my Sunday, but no way. None. So fast forward 8 years to just recently, and these kind of things happen. And it's really interesting to talk to people nationwide on a worldwide program. Let's see here. AmVets says, everyone also gets their own personal table talk pie with dinner. Table talk pies? Now, for those of you who are in Massachusetts, you probably don't know what those are, but table talk pies are like little, they would fit, well, yeah, of course they fit in these mitts, but it's a pie that is, you know, about this big, and they come in different flavors, and they are good. Oh my God, they are so good. I mean, and if you can dump it out of the pie tin and put it in the microwave and heat it up a little bit, it's even better. Primo. So they got the dessert game covered. It's Travis approved. AmVets Post 208, your dessert game is Travis approved. That is the way to do it. Nicely done. Nicely done. Thank you for the clarification. I needed that. And I need to bring my phone like the riser next time so I don't have to keep looking down on it. Anyway, so being on C-SPAN was very interesting. I talked to the program manager. They laid the groundwork of what's going on. It was very cool, very humbling to be asked, and they told me why, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so what people don't understand, though, is when you see me on C-SPAN and you see me next to the host, in this case Tammy, like, I can't see Tammy on my screen. And I can't see anybody else. On the screen that I'm looking at is a black screen with the C-SPAN Washington Journal logo, and that is what I see. That's it. It's something else. And so you're I'm trying to visualize a person when they call in, what they might look like. I don't know if I'm successful or not, but that's what I do. And then I get no advance warning on the questions. Someone will call up and Ken will say, hey, we got, Bo out of, Knoxville, Tennessee, and he wants to talk to you about, records. And so, Bo will tell me about records, and I've got to come up with an answer or an affirmation or something to engage with Bo. And then I might talk to somebody next about, female veterans or any other number of issues. So it really tests me in a good way, but it's also like, wow, I'm really doing this on national TV, and we are live, man. And so I've got my whole setup going. I got my sound all dialed in, my camera angle just right. It's something else. It's something else. Let's see here. No one's on the chat. But that's okay. I appreciate everybody who's come in. Ron Lane says, good morning, sir. Well, it's afternoon here in Massachusetts, Ron. Maybe you're nationwide out in Cali and still morning there. But hey, it's good to see you. Having a great time here at AmVets Post 208 in Hudson, Massachusetts. Let me see here. Make sure I get... Again, 500 meals delivered. And what they told me is they have 20 drivers. Hey, AmVets Post 208, we've got a request for a donation link. Joellen Garcia McKinnon, if I got that right. Yeah, Joellen Garcia McKinnon. Great job. How do we donate? Is there a link? Hang on a second. Tony. Hello. Let's get his attention in the way. Or I'm going to say like this. Hey, AmVets, you have somebody in the chat who's looking for a donation link, possibly. If you've got one, can you post it here below? And I will, Joe Ellen, I'm going to get on Tony right now to help me out with that. Someone wants to know if there's a donation link.
He's posting it on the thread right now.
Thank you very much. All right, Joel, ask and you will receive. Tony is on it. He is Oscar Mike right now. They're going to post a donation link here in a second in the chat. And thank you very much for your willingness to support the mission here, because the turkeys are, there's turkey everywhere. There's turkey on the tables, turkey in the coolers. Actually, let me do this again. Hang on a second. You see those three people there, and the table right next to them on the left, and those containers behind the table. That's all turkey. Turkey. There's turkey everywhere. And first of all, it smells good. And I promise you, folks, not only does it smell good, not only does it look good, it tastes good. And it is good for you. I feel amazing right now because, again, I'm going to tell it again. Oh, there's the link there. Thank you, Erica. Joellen, you can click that link below and take you right to the donation link. Please support this work. We appreciate you. Thank you, Anthony, for getting that done for me. I love it, love it, love it. So there's turkey everywhere. The turkey's good. They come to the test. We had the leg, and it's great. And so, again, I'm at AmVets Post 208 in Hudson, Massachusetts. The Pats game is on right now. They're playing the Dolphins. Anybody got the score? Well, that's an incomplete pass right there. Second and down. Oh, that's one of the other things. So just funny aside, I'm doing Oscar Mike Radio, and Keith Hayes of Sinister One Productions says, hey, there's a chance to call a local football game if you want to do it. And that's a really cool experience. Podcasting has opened up so many other opportunities to do stuff like this that it's just this really abundance thing coming through there. And I love being to come down to places like this on a weekend and see veterans, the community, civilians all working together for a common goal in a very like cool Americana kind of place. And I'm having a great time. I'm having an absolute blast. Again, I cannot say this enough. Thank you so much for AmVets 208 getting me this fire shirt.
I'm like, Joe.
I'll show you the shirt later in a post, but I got my shirt going. They personalized it for me with 208. I feel like one of the crew. They had the table all set up for me. I just came here, set up my stuff, tested it out. Wi-Fi, internet has been fired. Hey, Tony, if you're managing that or Joe is, that has been fantastic. I haven't dropped one frame. Yay. Erica Mahoney says, this is amazing. Erica, it is amazing. It is out of sight. We are like worldwide right now talking about, veterans and civilians working together to support the community. Yes, it's amazing. And thank you so much for coming in and checking out this live stream. So we appreciate you. There are the links there. Keep the links coming. So if you want to support this work, because, turkey isn't cheap, as you know, but people pitched in, helped out, and we're having this amazing event. So keep it coming. Keep going. And hang on a second. I gotta do my chicken wang shout out. Sunday Fun Day wing special. A small is 6 wings for $8. A large is 12 wings for $14. And look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna get 6 for $8, you might as well get 12 for $14. You might as well. They have the flavors, the dry rub, the salt and pepper and garlic. I had the salt and pepper, and yes, they have this down. I might get myself an order of lemon pepper to go. We'll see. But I have got my protein fix for the day for sure, and it's here right now. And even if you're, don't want to work on turkey, but come down and check out all this work and support your local AmVets. Come on down. There's plenty of parking. You can come on in and have yourself some wings, have yourself a drink, meet all the folks, and hey, they've got gloves here, they've got aprons, they can put you to work. I mean, what else are you doing on Sunday afternoon? And if you're watching the football game, they've got like 4 HD TVs. You can watch the game and have a great time. I know I am. So yes, it is amazing. The 2024 Home Alone Project by AmVets 208. Oh, love it. So what's going on for Oscar Mike Radio for our next show for Thanksgiving week? And I get this a lot, like, hey, why are you putting a show out on Thanksgiving? Like, people are busy. I'm like, well, I just started doing it and I never quit. And, it's Thanksgiving, but there's still work going on. Like, plenty of times in the Marine Corps, man, I was pulling duty on Thanksgiving. So some, other Lance Corporal or NCO with wife and kids could have time with their family. So work never ends. And this is a really cool one. I'm talking to a person who does therapy dogs for veterans. Okay, let me make sure I get this right. Hang on, we'll stay by 1 second. Let's see here. Oscar Mike Radio 2024 November. Let's see here. Shannon Walker with Northwest Battle Buddies. Shannon is a civilian, military family, and was a dog trainer. And for the last 20 years has worked on all aspects of dog training. And she came on my show to discuss how she got into this, why she does it, the particulars of, what the difference is between an emotional support animal and a PTSD service dog, purebreds versus rescues, the whole 9 yards. And I learned a lot. I don't know a lot about this. I'm learning, and it's been very interesting. And again, going into 2025, I'm like, this is another common thing. We have a civilian, never served our military, loves America, loves veterans, loves those who are serving right now, and taking what she has, which is dog training, and providing these animals free of charge to veterans and or active duty service members in need. It's an amazing story, and the reason I'm pushing for Thanksgiving is they are trying to get this Land Rover is giving away a Defender or some SUV, I don't know the exact model, to a nonprofit. And Northwest Battle Buddies is one of the nonprofits out of like 12 or 13 that are in the running for this vehicle. And this vehicle will allow them to, pick up dog supplies, deliver dogs, pick up dogs, the whole 9 yards in the Northwest, which gets just as snowy as Massachusetts, in a safe vehicle. And why shouldn't they win it? Why shouldn't they win it? So that drops next week. That is episode number 424. And Shannon, if you're watching this, it was a great talking with you, and can't wait to meet you in person. Speaking of in person, I'm in person today here in Hudson, Massachusetts at AmVets Post 208, right in downtown Hudson. And Hudson is one of those, Hudson Stowe, this area is just a really beautiful area of Massachusetts. It's great to run a motorcycle through. It's great to drive here this morning through the back ways, and friendly people, all having a good time. They're getting ready to work some turkey here later today. They were at this morning, and they will be here at 4 a.m. That's not they're going to wake up at 4 a.m. and get here at 6 or 5. They will have to be here at 0400 hours in order to get all the turkey stuff done before they can enjoy their own Thanksgiving dinner. Hats off to you all. That is Bravo Zulu, as we say in the military, and you all are truly Oscar Mike mission of flight. And whatever test you thought you all had to pass with me, you've already passed it, because they've done this for 35 years. Not a year, not 2 years, but 35 years of doing Home Alone each year for people in need in the central Massachusetts area. Couldn't be happier to be with them. Thank you for everybody who's joining in the chat. We got about an hour left. Oh, actually, under an hour. Time is flying by. Having a great time. Let's see here. Looks like the Dolphins are up 14-0 over the Patriots. So, again, I found out this year who the real Pats fans are, and hats off to you. How can you become more connected to places like AmVets Post 208? It's just as simple as going on their Facebook page or website, or calling somebody and finding out when the next meeting is, when their hours are, or what they're doing. And the great thing about these organizations is they don't care, what your education level is, or what certs you have, or what you do for work. If you have a desire to help people and you want to see our veterans get a fair shake in this country, all you got to do is walk in the door and say, I'm here to help. There's plenty to do, plenty that you can plug yourself into and add value to someone's life. This is what really got me about this story when Anthony told me about it, is 500 families. Now, the average 4-person, so think 500 families, and let's just say there's 4 people in the family. That's 2,000 people getting help this time of year that may not have gotten it otherwise. Think of the reach AmVets Post 208 has had for 35 years. Even if you say, the average number of meals served per year, let's just say 300. I'm an Air Wing Marine and I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. So let's just take 300 times 35. That's almost 11,000 people touched by this post. Think about that. Let's just do 400, because why not? We're sitting right here. So we changed that to an average of 400 people over 35 years. That's 14,000 people that have been touched by this organization. There's a lot of nonprofits, a lot of businesses that cannot claim that they have touched 14,000 lives over the course of their time in service, over the course of a couple of days. But AmVets Post 208 has done it. And they're already talking about next year. They're already looking for ways to make this better and serve more people. So they're going to hit very soon 20,000 lives touched over the Thanksgiving week. It's just a real cool story. It's great to be here talking about this. And wait a minute, I got Eric Geary checks in and says, absolutely, we are always welcoming help. Hey, you can help out anytime. And Bill McGregor says, awesome day. Yes, Bill, it is. It's been awesome. It has been amazing. It was kind of great. I got here, me being me, and Anthony knows this. I'm going to get here a little early and check it out. And I'm like, this is a building with character. Like it's seen some history, and it looks like something out of Norman Rockwell. And that's what I like about Hudson is you're kind of in like the Americana part of Massachusetts where, they haven't bulldozed all the old buildings and replaced it with these new modern, clean, sterile, like this was built in a time when buildings character meant something. And you walk in and there's the paneling and all the AmVets stuff on the walls. It's really cool. And I'm just having a great time. It's been an amazing day. And then to learn about all the people who are giving their time from post commander to post commander to make sure this gets pulled off for 35 years, ladies and gentlemen. Not one or two, but 35 years. It's just been, one of those days. I'll drive home tonight saying, you know what, Travis? This is the best part about, life in general is seeing how plugged in other people are into helping other people. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Let me look at my notes one more time. So again, they appreciate the auxiliary members, the other members, the veterans who all come together to make this happen. Again, you're going to have 20 drivers delivering about 500 meals. Let's do some math on that. So each driver is going to have to deliver between 20 to 30 meals on Thanksgiving Day, starting around 4 o'clock in the morning. That's a full day's worth of work. And these people aren't getting paid for this. They're doing it because they care. They're doing it because they're part of the post. They're doing it because they believe in the Hudson community. And I know we throw around the word heroes a whole lot. I'm watching some college football last night, and, that was a heroic catch or an amazing thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, it was a great catch. Was it heroic? Was it really heroic? I don't think so. I think the heroes, the true heroes, are people that I'm looking at right now. The person that will get up at 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving morning to get their stuff ready for their family and then come to Post 208 and deliver meals to where they're needed. They have to come back, spend time with their family, and clean up for the post and their family over the next couple of days in a week. I'm not saying a great athletic achievement is diminished, but if we're going to talk about heroic stuff and hero class stuff, I'm looking out over the room right now, and I'm like, I think we got some real heroes right here. And they'll never say that they're heroes. They'll never look for credit or glory or social media validation. But I'll argue with anybody that's a part of this group that has done this program for 35 years, and they're already talking about the next, year and the year after that. You all are heroes in my book. And think about it, when you have impacted, 10, 15, 20,000 lives, and those people had something to eat on Thanksgiving week, you all are the heroes. So I've got my Post 208 shirt on, and I'm gonna wear it with pride because these are the kind of people that I like being around. So just real quick, just check my phone. I didn't bring my phone stand, and I'm hating life that I didn't do that. Well, it's one of my sons. And if I don't text him back, he's like, "Dad, where are you? Dad, what are you doing? Dad. But when I text them, they can take days to get back to me. It's a weird thing, but okay. So how can you get connected with Oscar Mike Radio and what I'm doing with Oscar Mike Radio? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked, and the chat's popping, so thank you very much. Just as simple as going to OscarMikeRadio.com. Checking out the great site that Anthony Arnold built for me, and being part of that. I'm on Facebook, Oscar Mike Radio, on LinkedIn, Oscar Mike Radio, and that's where I need the most help. I'm trying to get the Oscar Mike Radio page on LinkedIn to 150 followers, so I can stream directly there and kind of migrate off my professional page. Although it's been cool, but I'm trying to not keep it so diluted. And then I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you hear your podcast or enjoy it, you can check it out there. And if you want to help me out, hey, follow me on these platforms, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. And then give me a 5-star review if you like the show. That's really helpful too. And it all helps, and it's all very, very cool. So we're going through this time together, and these people that I showed you earlier who were making turkey meals have kind of like taking a break, which is very cool. Hang on a second. Excuse me. So, I'm getting some orders. Do you want guests? Well, if you as a guest are here in the AmVets Post 208 and you want to talk to me, come on up. I'll clip the lab mic to you and you can say hello. So yes, if you're willing to, and you got like 45 minutes left, so let's end this savage, let's end this prime, let's be awesome, and maybe some guests will come up. Yes. You send them, full send, whoever. I'm telling you what, that turkey leg and chicken wings just fired me up, and I am just cruising on a good protein stack right now. I lived in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania at the Howard Cohen American Masters meet, and those of you who know me know that 3 years ago that was not a possibility. But thank you to my Center City gym and family for getting me through that, and we're going to have fun here in about 2 weeks. So I might get some guests up here to talk with me, and I'd love to talk with them. If you're here in the AmVets crowd, the AmVets Post is filling up with people having a good time, we're going to make that happen. And I think we might be having a guest come here. I think I've heard about her. We got a treat coming here.
This is the original right here.
The OG?
The OG. She's tough as nails, baby.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
There you go.
Let me clip this to you real quick, my man. How are you doing?
I'll be right here when you're ready.
Seen better days.
You've seen better days.
I'm 81.
You're 81 years old. All right. What is your name?
Suzanne Conrad.
So I'm sitting here with Suzanne Conrad, and they're telling me that you got this all started.
Well, I did. Fred Pender, our commander, back in '89, he put it out for homeless vets. And so that one year we cooked, Ronald McDonald and I cooked a turkey in his small cast iron stove. And we had 2 people come in. So Ronnie was the next commander in Mighty. I I says, Ronnie, you gotta change it, since I was dating him. I says, you gotta change it. I says, there's a lot of elderly people. Like, I live in Brigham Circle now, and there's a lot of people that are there that get Meals on Wheels, but on holidays they don't get anything. So I said, you gotta put it home alone. If you're home alone, eat a meal, and call.
So that's why it's called Home Alone.
Yes.
Okay.
I gave it the name. But the movie came out back there, Home Alone, is where I captured.
All right. Are you having a good time today?
Huh?
Are you having a good time today?
Am I having a good time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I have a good time every day. Lucky to be alive.
Love it. Love it.
But the first year, the following year, we didn't know how many we were going to show up. And Carl, we used to have healing parties. His hall upstairs was a hall. The bar was downstairs. So we had all members and people coming in, peeling potatoes, vegetables, carrots, whatever needed to be done. Because we didn't get them right. Where do you get the food now? Joe! Where do you get the food now? Where do you get the potatoes? I know the turkeys from
Midtown Meats,
Midtown Meats.
Gibson Farm. We get all our produce from there. This year we got all our turkeys out of donations and members shopping at the local market basket.
Oh,
All donations. We didn't have to go and order turkeys from any company or anything.
oh.
So we did, yeah, the members stepped up.
We started to with one and you're up to 45 this year. Turkey.
Yeah, we got 45 turkeys. 45.
As the years progressed, the numbers, I never thought it would reach the numbers that it has. But it's like we deliver to the fire station in every town within a 20-mile radius, the police station, and we make sure the working people in the fire department and the police department get fed. Because they're out there working, helping us.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, and I'm having a great time here.
Oh, good. I heard you're a vet. Awesome.
I am.
So am I.
Oh, awesome.
All for your service.
Thank you.
But it's been great.
I got you, girl.
Just hop.
Put down. We're dancing. Good job, sir.
Oh, thank you. All right, that was Suzanne, one of the OGs here talking with me. Thank you very much. Love what she is doing. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You can hear it faintly. It's under like a bunch of
No, I think I got to do something else. Hey, this is Travis Oscar Mike Radio, and it seems like my mic is. That is unfortunate. All right, we are back. I do not know what's going on. Hello, hello, hello. And it's just being stubborn today. All right, we got about a half hour left. There is still time to come down and get your wings fix on. Sunday Fun Day wing special. 6 for $8, 12 for $14. All different kinds of flavors here at the AmVets post 208. So good stuff, good stuff. I'll do this real quick. All right, and we're back. Well, let me turn myself down just a little bit. Okay, this appears to be well, my mic just went out. This one didn't, so we are live.
I didn't take off yet. I am, but I'm coming up. What's up?
Give me 1 second. Hello. Wow, that is nice. Okay. Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right? Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Keith South.
Keith? How are you doing?
Good.
Now, did you serve in the military?
No.
So you're a civilian too?
Yes.
Like Anthony? So what got you connected to AmVets?
It's just an organization that was does a lot of stuff for other people, veterans and homeless and all kinds of stuff like that.
Nice.
Hey.
And what's your part in the whole Turkey Home Alone project?
Well, it's an awesome day. Well, not a day, it's like a week. But on the Turkey Day when we start giving food out, we start at like 4 in the morning and we go till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we serve like 550 meals to the homeless, the fire department, the police department, and people that need it.
Nice. Now, what's it like trying to balance that with doing your own Thanksgiving?
Well, it's it feels good. I give, and I love giving. And after we're done, I go home and make my own food.
Nice. So you have 500 plus meals going out in a couple days. How do you get the crew together to actually pull that off?
It's unbelievable. There's a lot of people that we have here that love doing stuff like I do, and it makes you feel good by the end of the day.
Talk louder. Just talk louder for me.
Yeah. So we all get together. We're like a team here. Family, team, however you want to put it. But we're here to help other people out.
Nice. Well, it's been great being here. You guys have rolled out the welcome carpet for me. I've had a great time. I'm really touched by how many lives you all have touched over the years here at Post 208.
We do a lot. We try to help everybody that we can.
Nice. Well, good. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Copy down.
Hey.
Let me know.
I told you tomorrow.
I'm sorry? Sure. Yeah, I'll have you last.
I'm glad I saved you.
What I'm trying to do is figure out why both these microphones aren't working. There we go. All right. Hold on. It is weird. We're almost done, so I'm like, how much do I want to screw with this? But hello. All right, we are back. For the first time in a very long time, I'm having a live on-air audio problem, which I have not had happen, but we're trying to be super Gumby. So, and I have one more guess. I think I'm going to do it this way. Because, yep. There's nothing coming through that line. Great. Nope, it is not working. Okay, we got the last gentleman up here. We got like 3 minutes. I have my last gentleman up here, and we're going to do it like this. Joe, come on up here for me. Come on. I want you to put this on.
Okay.
Because I can hear myself be heard.
It's a little big for my head. There we go. All right.
Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I come in here, and it's like a well-oiled machine getting this all ready. Now, first question, did you serve in the military?
I did.
Where were you?
Private first class, National Guard.
National Guard?
Yeah.
Right here in Hudson?
Right here in Hudson. I did boot camp. I got honorable discharge. I have 2 bones fused together in my neck. So I didn't serve too long, but the heart was there.
Long enough.
Yeah, long enough.
So how'd you get connected with the AmVets?
My Uncle Mike actually has been managing this place for a long time. My grandfather always looked out for the place. It's been in the family for a long time, really. Just being a Hudson person, came through and, Uncle Mike's like, hey, you want a bartending job? I'm like, yeah, I can bartend a few nights a week. And I kind of slowly grew from there. And then he's like, hey, well, I'm going to retire soon, so you're up.
Torch was passed.
Yes.
Well, I come in here this morning and I see and smell all the turkey ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to understand how 45 turkeys got condensed into all that over there. It must be like a machine at this point.
It is, and that's all the credit in the world to Mike Geary. He's a very smart guy. He figured out how to just streamline all this. We have a roaster over there that came from Raytheon many years ago. Yeah, Raytheon, and it actually you can cook 10 turkeys at a time in there, and then we have the oven in the back that cooks 4. So you do 14, and then whatever the rest of the number is.
Well,
do the math.
You tested me earlier. Or actually, you asked me to test you all with the drumstick you all gave me.
Oh, yeah.
And that was perfect.
It burnt my hand getting it off there for you.
Well, you suffered for me.
I did.
You're right.
No, you suffered for me, probably.
The meat just fell off the bone.
Yeah.
Joe, I mean, it was like, sometimes you get these and they're like, warm rubber.
Tough.
Or they're dry, which
Yeah.
is worse. This was perfect. I'm like, you have 35 years. 35 years to get this right. And you don't have a question.
Oh, yeah.
What's going to happen Thanksgiving morning to make this all work?
It's going to be a very early morning. I'll be up at 3 a.m. Yeah, we'll have people here in the building at 4 a.m. Getting potatoes cooked and warming everything back up.
Nice.
Slicing turkey and doing everything. So they all cook early. We refrigerate them in a big truck. Refrigerated truck, and and then it's just a lot of work, but we get there, and then honestly, all the food goes out in an hour and a half.
An hour and a half?
Hour and a half. It's all gone. We're done. We're cleaned up, and we're ready to go see our families.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, like I was saying on the stream, you throw in the word hero, and this person did an amazing, football throw or basketball dunk, and they're a hero. But then you see this happening right here in the Hudson community. I'm like, to me, you all are heroes. How many lives do you all touch every day because AmVets is here?
Yeah.
And if the AmVets wasn't here, where would this be?
Exactly. I mean, we hit a lot of places. I mean, we're hitting the Smock House, we're hitting Serenity House, we hit first responders, people that are stuck working at Cumberland Farms and Little Peach, people that are just home alone. That's why it's called Home Alone. And we hit a lot of people, and they're getting a great meal. They're getting a really good meal.
Yes.
Homemade. You've seen it. You've seen what's going on back there. Yeah, everything is homemade, made with love. That's right. And there's so many people that are involved over the years. Like you interviewed Sue Conrad earlier, and then the Billy Rivers and Stretch. He's been like our workhorse for ever since this thing started. The stories you heard about them back then, and it just blew up. It really blew up. And now we're working on the next generation, and that's where Tony and the Chaps and Elias and all these guys have come in, and they've all stepped up, and they've had a big heart to help out. And we've had the pillars. I call Karen and Hammy and Uncle Timmy and
ripping that turkey.
Yeah, they're all here to help. Keith, you just interviewed Keith, and we have a good group going forward, and we're going to look good.
Well, it's been great being here. I really appreciate how you all welcomed Matt for me, and I just love getting to spend time with you all this afternoon and understand the story and understand the purpose the AmVets has today and why people need to join and contribute. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, and just to go forward too, when I got this position too, I'm like, you know what? I want us to do every quarter. I want us to do more for the veterans in the hospitals, disabled, homeless, whatever we can do. Clothe them, feed them, support them in any way. Tunnels of Towers, all these charities. Like we want to be very organized for that, and just approach that. And what we do here, keeping these doors open, make us able to do that.
Awesome.
So,
well, great talking with you. I've enjoyed being out here, and I can't wait to see what else you all do.
Thank you.
All right.
We enjoy having you. You want another turkey leg?
On the way home.
All right. We'll get you one. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are back. Joe was awesome there telling us about the mission. Thank you so much. We got like 20 minutes left. So just to recap, I'm down here, or up here rather, in Hudson, Mass at Post 208, AmVets Post 208, with their 2024 Home Alone project, where they prepare Thanksgiving meals for people who are home alone. And as Sue told me, the idea is that no one should be home alone with no Thanksgiving meal. And they have done this for 35 years, help people out. It's been great seeing this work. So, Tony, if you're listening, thank you for all your support of Oscar Mike Radio over the years, and making the website so great. You've told me about some of the stuff you've been doing, and I like seeing it in action, and can't wait to see what you all do next. Let me turn myself down just a hair. There we go. And, again, thank you to the members of AmVets Post 208 who got together and did this. I can't believe they're going to be here at 4 a.m. on Thanksgiving to get this out and have all these meals delivered back home, cleaned up, and be able to enjoy time with their families while making sure other people get a little brightness in their Thanksgiving day, which the holidays are hard for some people. I've gone to the VA and other places during the holidays, and there's that person sitting back there alone with no one caring about them. And, you might go to a rehab place or an old person's home, senior citizen's home, or the VA, depending upon how that works. And you might be the only person they see on that holiday. And it means the world to them that someone took time out of their day to care about them and tell them hello and that, hey, we are here for you. And again, it's just been great coming in and seeing the machine and working. It's hard to believe that they have done that many turkeys, got it all ready to go, and will execute the mission they have this Thursday. And you see the picture there. There's Sue, and they get this stuff donated. They turn into meals. They turn into smiles, and it really is something. To get serious for a second, more and more when the VA and other places have done suicide research about suicide ideations and how they get started, they're affirming something that people have suspected or known for quite some time, that isolation and loneliness are really the precursor to going down the road to suicide. If you feel cut off, alone, with no purpose, your potential to commit suicide is much greater. Oh, I got. Yes, ma'am.
Do you give the phone number for Home Alone?
I can. What's the phone number?
978. Joey, what's the phone number here? What's the phone number?
I was looking at who I can see.
978.
She wants me to give the phone number out.
What's the phone number?
What, for here?
Yes.
5. That's what we give it to you already.
978. 8178.
I think it's 8178.
I thought you did too, but I thought I wrote it down, but I don't.
568-8178.
568.
8178.
Okay.
Can I give another shout out?
Yep.
All right, I'm back. So I would like to shout out to all the sons that helped, because I missed one, a very important one that's been helping very well, and that's Mr. Garrett, Mr. Lefty. Thank you very much. And also all the ladies auxiliary that give it their all the time. My wife that's made sweatshirts, shirts, and sacrificed her time for all of us out here. Keith. Kevin Ryan, Tim Geary, another veteran over there, Buffalo Bill, Hambone. Thank you all very much. We love you guys. Thank you for all your help, and we don't do this without all them. Okay? Thank you. Dan Jolly down in, where is he? Louisiana, Arkansas. We love you, Jolly.
All right.
I don't like leaving.
Oh, I understand, man. It's hard to include everybody and with everything going on, but he did. He crushed it. He actually got it done. This has been one of my more favorite events to do. Yeah, it's work going on the road. It's sometimes things work perfectly, and sometimes you have little technical snafus. But he's coming back.
Joe says thank you, Don Carpenter as well.
Joe says thank you, and Don Carpenter as well. Thank you so much for all your help over the years to make this one. So good stuff. Good stuff. We've got about 15 minutes left. So once again, it's Sunday Fun Day Wings Special. 6 for $8, 12 for $14. If you're going to get 6, you might as well get 12. You have dry rub, garlic, salt, and pepper, buffalo, the Geary buffalo and hot peppers. I figured that out finally. And barbecue, sweet chili, Vermont teriyaki, and lemon pepper, which how can you not like all of that? So the number to the AmVets Post Home Loan Project is 978-568-8178. Let me put that in the chat. 978-568-8178. Home Alone. Kenneth McKinnon, social media phenom. Well, I don't know about that, but these people are having a great time down here, and I just couldn't be happier to be here right now and do this. This 2 hours has flown by. You know, sometimes some of my peeps say, well, oh my God, I got a live stream for 2 hours. It's going to take forever. I tell people, man, no, once you get going, it goes quick. It goes real quick. And before you know it, you're like, oh my God, I'm done. I got to pack up and head home. So again, I just want to thank everybody for coming out today and checking this all out. I want to thank my guests for coming on. And again, it's the volunteers that make this all work. It's the volunteers that come together and make this happen. And those of you who have donated money, time, and effort for all the food that's being prepared, you know, you're heroes too. I mean, this food doesn't vaporize out of thin air. I mean, it just doesn't. It does not. And it takes a lot of effort to get it ready to go, and you all are making it happen. So we really appreciate you. I've had a great time coming here today. I can verify. They get the Oscar Mike Radio stamp of approval. They know their game when it comes to turkey. They know how to make it happen, and they're all having a good time there right now. They're getting ready to go for round 2. Get the turkey ready to go. I'm going to show you them real quick. So we'll get the view off me and put it on the crowd here, for example. Those two over there, the guy and the gentleman in the red hoodie and the lady, tore up some turkey earlier today. And then here they're all watching the Pats game, having a good time, getting ready to get going. We're at the AmVets Post 208 in Hudson, Mass, having a good time and getting ready to take care of some people. So hopefully you're enjoying your day and getting ready to have a great week with your family. You know, love seeing this happen. And again, thank you so much for all your support. So what's next? I'm going to turn this around now. What is next? Got about 10 minutes left, so I'm going to start closing this down. Well, what's next first is I'm going to figure out why neither one of my lav mics worked. That was That was unexpected. I've had these for a while, and neither one worked, which was weird. Never had that happen before. It's pretty freaking simple, and don't know, but one more. I got one more coming. Okay, one more guest. We're gonna get one more guest in there. Notice how Tony didn't come up here, but he's got all these guests. So I'm gonna do the whole head. All right, what's your name?
My name's thanks. My name's Elias Panasiuk.
Elias, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Travis.
How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
So, what's your story in all this?
So I'm not a veteran, civilian. Started coming here in the springtime and just was overwhelmed by how kind, giving, open everybody is here. And for a long time, I was looking for a community where the main goal is giving back, and being able to contribute something back. Right. I understand the sacrifices folks like yourselves have made, and though I didn't serve, it's something I take very seriously. And being able to be a part of something like this and being able to give back is hugely gratifying. And again, I mean, people are very kind, open, giving when it comes to how we spend our time and the type of causes that we support, both veterans and for the community. And there's just no shortage of kindness that you'll find here, and I'm sure in many other posts that are around the country. I've lived all over the world. I've traveled all over the place, but again, this instantly felt like home.
Nice. Well, I got that feeling when I walked in. I talked to you all before I started the live stream, and you could be anywhere else, doing anything else, but you're here now. And when you think about the number of lives that have been touched, and you all are a part of that, I mean, my hat's off to you. Bravo Zulu, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You're going to be here at 04 Thanksgiving morning?
I will be here, probably not 04, but maybe 07. But I'm here to help all day. I changed my Thanksgiving plans to basically free up the day in order to give whatever is required, and then I'll spend time with family on Friday. So it's all worked out. But as Joe mentioned, as Keith mentioned, as Sue mentioned, and others, there's people who need a lot more than just, hey, I need to go home and have a meal with my family. They need a lot more than that. So again, being able to contribute some time and resources to support that is way more important.
Fantastic. Well, this 2 hours has flown by. I really enjoy getting to talk with you all and see you all in action. It's like I said to Joe, this is a machine, and the machine produces great stuff for families. The turkey drumstick was fire. Great. Absolute freaking perfection. You all have this down, and I could be happy to be here right now.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing this. I mean, it's I think any opportunity to shine a light on communities like ours where we're providing those sorts of things, and what the work that you do with veterans. Tony shared with us when he was talking to you about coming down here a little bit about your podcast and some of the work that you've done. It's phenomenal.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Elias, for coming on and talking with me and sharing about the AmVets work that they all do. It's been great learning. So we've got 8 minutes. All good things must come to an end. That is the way of life, and this is no different. And I hope you all learned something today. Think about it. Except for one person, the 3 people up here, well, 2 out of the 4 people were civilians. They had never served before. They had never, taken that oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. But they felt it important in their own life to be there for veterans and for their community. And if they can do it, you can do it. And there's no reason why you can't get plugged in and you can't be the advocate for somebody in need and find a different kind of purpose in your life. So I would encourage you to take what you've signed here today and let it fuel your purpose to help others. Maybe it's not veterans. Maybe it's somebody else, somewhere else. That's fine. If we all pitch in, we all benefit from that. And you will feel a sense of completion and camaraderie you can't get anywhere else. Hang on a second. Eric Aguirre says, hi, Elias. So we got about 6 minutes left. This is a very exciting time for Oscar Mike Radio. I really want to thank Tony Arnold for having me come out and check out what's being done here in Hudson at Post 208 for the AmVets. You don't have to be a military veteran or active duty service member to join AmVets. That's one of the benefits, or one of the things that makes AmVets unique is, whereas if you join the DAV, Marine Corps League, Auxiliary, VFW, or American Legion, you have to do it as an auxiliary. And you don't, your voice is there, but does not carry the same weight as a fully fledged veteran or active duty service member. In AmVets, civilians and veterans commingle together, and they work together to provide a place for the community and for those who have served or are serving now. So it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. And I'm going to turn the camera on Tony Arnold because he's rocking the Oscar Mike hoodie. Yes, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Looking good in that, Tony. Looking good. Thank you very much. Again, I really appreciate Tony for having me come out today. And hey, if you need website help done, if your website needs a polish or an overhaul, you can go to Wix, you can go to Square. There's nothing wrong with those. You can try doing it with WordPress yourself. You can. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be exceptional, then you've got to look up Tony Arnold, VB Hub, and he will get your site absolutely supercharged and ready to go. And people have commented on mine, and it's really great having that done, so I don't have to worry about it. The holidays can be a hard time for people. Absolutely. The holidays can be a very difficult time for people, difficult time for those, going through loss or have lost things in their life. And, some people want to be alone. And I just like the idea of Home Alone, where it's like, hey, first of all, you shouldn't be home alone. And if you are home alone, guess what? There's a meal coming to you. It's been hand cooked, hand prepared, put together. The table talk pies, yay! Start to finish, it's there for you. And I just can't even begin to imagine the lives that this post has touched over the last 35 years. And so, yeah, it's an easy yes for me to say, hey, you know what? I'll come out. I'll support what you're doing. I'll check it out. I'll learn. I've had a great time. I'm going to have a nice drive home tonight and really enjoy myself, and kind of mentally get ready for holidays for me and my family. And it's just really great to be here. And again, there's still time to come down and get some wings. I'm going to do the wing thing one more time. Sunday Fun Day wine special, 6 for $8, 12 for $14. If you're going to buy 6, you might as well buy 12. And they have dry rub, buffalo, the Geary flavor, buffalo and hot peppers, and then other flavors that I absolutely love and adore, like lemon pepper. So again, I'm going to get some action shots here right now. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this, folks. This is how this works. Look at what they're doing right now. They are moving a massive amount of bird. They're passing bird to each other. This is a complete, total team effort. Complete, total team effort right here. Well, the Pats are losing, well, that's why too. I mean, I guess that game has been over for a while, from what I'm understanding. Anyway, I'm watching the team effort in place. I'm watching a lot of turkey get moved at the same time, and you just can't get enough of this. this is one of the big benefits of podcasting, getting to do Oscar Mike Radio, is getting to serve in this fashion. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And we are almost done. We've got one more minute. So again, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you to Keith Hayes of Sense to One Productions for your work in helping me produce Oscar Mike Radio. I want to thank the rest of the Sense to One Productions family, Matt Cameron, Drafting the Circuits, Levi. I want to thank Anthony Arnold again for all the support on the website for all these years. And, we've gotten better over time and made this better. And then again, thanks to the AmVets post for making this happen. Oh, is he going to come in here? He's going to come in here. Yay, Tony. We're bald heads again.
Travis.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, and yeah, the AmVets post, like, what a way to make me feel comfortable. Yep. We're going to get the tail end of them moving all this bird. Look at that teamwork. Look at that action. It's really amazing. What a way to send this off and sign off. These people are Oscar Mike, the mission in flight, and they have just pulled off what a lot of people would consider the impossible. Again, thank you very much. We're done. Yes, cheers, applause all around. We're Oscar Mike. We are mission in flight.